We've heard this week that we may not have clear results in the presidential election or a peaceful transition of power. Those in power who fear they might lose are doing everything they can to throw into doubt the legitimacy of the election so that they can deny and defy the results. We have moved beyond the point of partisanship now to where we have to defend democracy ourselves. And the question some are asking is whether the church will speak and act on behalf of the powerful or the people. Now, if you are uncomfortable with my talking about that from the pulpit, no more so than I am. But look closely again at what Jesus says about booking belief. His test case is whether we follow through in preaching good news to those who have been marginalized and pushed away. If you are uncomfortable with my talking about that from this pulpit, no more so than I. But look closely again at what Jesus says about booking belief. His test case is whether we follow through in preaching good news to the socially scorned and welcome them into the kingdom, or instead try to deny them access in order to protect our positions of privilege. The late Rachel Held Evans was right when she said that what makes the gospel offensive is not who it keeps out, but who it lets in. The same is true of our democracy. We don't have one rule for our piety and another for our politics. And we've had too many examples just this week of politicians claiming to be Christians who talked out of both sides of their mouth when it became expedient for them. This is like the two sons in Jesus' parable. Professing you will do something and then not doing it is judged more harshly than professing that you will not do it but changing your mind and doing the right thing in the end. Politics without principle is destroying our social contract. So what will we do with this parable of Jesus today? Search our souls. Ask ourselves, by what standard will Jesus hold our faith accountable? What if he really does judge our belief by our behavior? By how we use our power and influence with respect to those who have been left out and pushed away and pressed down and shut up? Would that standard of judgment vindicate or convict you? Some stories are too good not to be true, like the one about the young man who came up to George Washington during the Revolutionary War and said, "General Washington, I want you to know that I believe in you and your cause. I fully support you." Washington graciously thanked him and then asked the man, "What regiment are you in? Under whose command do you serve? What uniform do you wear?" The young man answered, "Oh, I'm not in the army, I'm just a civilian." The general replied, "Young man, if you believe in me and my cause, then you will join the army. You put on a uniform, you get yourself a rifle, and you fight." It's not what we say we believe in the end that matters. It's what we do. Amen.